Hi guys, I've had an interesting week. Last Wednesday I went out to see some friends, and on the way home I started to feel a little bit poorly. So what happened was, I started to get a bit of a fever. I started to feel a bit stuffy and a bit achy. And you know what we all think? Right, so straight away everyone started worrying about corona and all that sort of thing. So I thought, here's what I'll do. I'm going to go through and keep my symptoms each day and show you what I did, how I felt pretty much day to day during the time that I had this illness. Now, it's a week later, I feel fine. I've got a bit of a temperature, my skin feels clammy. I know it's pretty warm today, but it's just a clammy sort of stickiness that I have at the moment. Definitely a sore throat. I don't know if my glands are swollen, but they're definitely, I can feel something going on there. And just really dizzy again. So I've had about 4 or 5 naps today, and I'm just, honestly, I got no motivation to do anything. So I hope it's just the flu, guys. It's just the flu. It's just the flu. Did what everybody else would do. I jumped online. I went to find the answer to the question, is this the coronavirus? Is this COVID-19? It's not exactly clear what it was that I had. So I went looking for the symptoms of influenza, COVID, and the common cold. And I found that in the variations of the three, they've all got pretty much the same symptoms. So let's look at COVID first. So COVID symptoms and does affect people in different ways, and I'm getting this information from the CDC in America. I had a look at the Australian government website, pretty much the same thing, and I looked at a few other websites as well. I'll put the links down below so you can check it out. So the most common symptoms for COVID is fever, dry cough, and being tired. Well, I mean, that's a great lot of symptoms, isn't it, really? And if you have a look through my videos, my first lot of videos, you'll see that's exactly what I'm feeling. Less common symptoms of COVID: aches and pains, sore throat, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, a loss of taste or smell, a rash on the skin or discoloration of fingers and toes. And more serious symptoms may be that you have some difficulty breathing or have shortness of breath. There's some chest pain or pressure and loss of speech or movement. Alright, so day 2, 1st of July, headache, still got a fever, still quite dizzy. I'm still going to go online now and do what I need to do. I'm finding that I do have some body aches, and I don't know, just that general feeling of being off. It's different to when I had dengue. Dengue, I was delirious. I mean, that was really interesting, but it's definitely flu-like. It's mild at this stage. I do need a nap. Still got that happening for me. So let's go through the symptoms. So a bit of a headache, a bit of pressure in my head, pressure in the sinuses, sore throat, just mild, really mild sore throat. Everything's just mild. Definitely ache though. I mean, even just holding this at the moment is just causing my arm to ache. What a wuss. Just mild body aches, and just that feeling of being a little bit off and dizzy. So I'm hoping it's just the flu, because it feels like just the flu, but hey, in this day and age, you never know. Still got a bit of a headache. I find that after I've been sitting down for a while, I get a little bit of a pain again in my stomach, like my abs. Feel a bit doughy, feel a little bit achy. When I lay down, I get a little bit sinusy as well, so that's a bit weird. Just feel weak, lethargic, tired. That's pretty much it. And for some reason, there seems to be a lot of hair growth. I really need a shave. For influenza, your symptoms could be fever or having feverish chills, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, some muscle or body aches, headaches, fatigue, tiredness. Some people may have vomiting and diarrhea. It's more common in kids than adults, but... So, morning of day 3, it's June 2nd. I've got to be honest, I'm feeling a lot better. Still a little bit tired. Emma gave me some flu tablets last night. I don't know what they are, I've got to be honest. But they really dried me out. I didn't really have a lot of phlegm or anything, but I was getting a little bit stuffed up when I was laying down and sleeping. So she gave me these tablets, knocked me out, God, I had a good sleep last night. I know I tossed and turned, but geez. One thing I do notice, a little bit of harder breathing. That's a little bit of an issue. It's just a little bit of a compression that I feel, and that might have been the pain that I was feeling in my stomach as well, just as the diaphragm's moving. I'm not sure. I ain't a doctor, but anyway. And the diarrhea is new. Well, but as I always say, there's no calories in diarrhea. So I do feel a lot better today. Like I said, still a little bit tired, a little bit clammy. I had a bit of a temperature last night, which I think is broken, to be honest. I think I feel a lot better. It's, we'll just see how we go. I am staying away from people. I had Chris, sorry mate, he came over to have a beer with me the other night, but I was telling him, no, I better stay away from people. So am doing a little bit of self-isolation, making sure, but it looks like Joel, my nephew's got it as well. He's got a mild flu-like symptoms too.
Still feeling it, headache, fever, everything. I'm kind of self-isolating just to make sure. You never know. Don't want to cause any problems for anyone. Had some cramps, had some diarrhea, fever, a little bit, I don't know, just feeling fatigued. I don't feel too bad. Look, I can be honest, I feel it's alright. I'm pretty sure this is just the flu, guys. So I'll keep doing this because, hey, look, if I do go and get tested a little bit later, it'll be interesting to see how these symptoms stack up. Alright, so let's go through it again. We've got fever, we're a little bit clammy, a little bit sticky, so a little bit warm. A little bit stuffed up in the nose, not a lot though, not a lot of phlegm or anything. Definitely got a little bit of a headache, more of a pressure than anything, and I can feel the heat, so it's not a big deal.
The symptoms for the common cold: sore throat, runny nose, coughing, sneezing, headaches, body aches. Most people recover in about 7 to 10 days. I've been 7 days. However, people with weakened systems may go into something a little bit more serious, like bronchitis or pneumonia. It's also important to note that with the common cold and influenza, not everybody gets fever. Okay, so day 4, this is July 3rd. Eating an apple, excuse me. But July 3rd, feeling much better. I've still got a little bit of a tickle in the throat, clearly. A bit of a headache as well. I get a little bit of cramps and pain in the stomach, but it's nothing too bad. I'm actually feeling full of energy today. For the first time in about 3 or 4 days. Had a really good sleep last night, which probably helped. It's kind of interesting. It makes you wonder if I'd have gone to the doctors, what they would have said about my symptoms and about the testing. Now, I understand that there are mild cases, there are full-on cases, but to be honest, it feels like just the flu. So I'll keep going, keep doing this for another couple of days, and just make sure we're okay. Today, as I said, I don't feel so tired today. I feel pretty good today. Still got a bit of a fever, still got a bit of a headache, still got a little bit of body aches, but other than that, I feel fine. So good news, huh? Day 4. Okay, so I still got a little bit of a headache. It's not a huge thing. A little bit of heat coming from me, but it's not coming up as a fever. So day 4 is Happy America Day. America. That one's for you, Pete. So I feel pretty good. Yesterday I was great. I did kind of burn the candles at both ends yesterday. We had a group of really nice guys come up yesterday. Emma was pretty happy because we had some guys that local guys come up and drink in the bar for a few hours. They were really friendly. Hey guys, thank you for coming up. Funny thing is, as soon as they arrived, I decided I'd better go and self-isolate, and they said, where are you going? And I said, you know, I've had the flu this week. And the boy said, don't worry, we've had our vaccinations. So that was really positive. They hung around, so it was really nice to meet you all. Really cool. So look, I'm feeling much better today. A little bit short of breath, a little bit tired, but mostly pretty good. Sunday the 4th afternoon, I had a bit of a lull today. I was feeling great this morning, and then I just had a bit of a lull, but that could be just Sunday afternoon. Let's have a nap. So I feel great again. I'm absolutely fine. If anything, a little bit of chest, but it's really minor. Little bit of head, minor. Little bit. Still feel hot, but it's minor. So other than that, I feel really good. So we're talking day 6, it's morning. I'm feeling pretty much back to normal. I don't think I'm going to have any more troubles from here on in. So thanks for watching this, guys. Following my possible COVID journey, whatever it was. I had it for a few days, it knocked me about a little bit, but I'm feeling fine today. If anything, it's just that lingering stuff, you know, a little bit lingering in the head, bit of shortness of breath, but it's nothing, so I'm good. The first thing you do, the first thing you think about when you start to have symptoms is whether you've got COVID or not. I believe that it was just a flu. Generally each year I get a flu or a common cold, and I haven't had anything for over a year and a half now. So I wasn't thinking that this was COVID in any way, shape or form. A week later, I feel good. I did all the things that you need to do. Wash my hands, don't touch your face, use the cleaners, all of those sort of things. Took plenty of water, took some pills that Emma gave me, and I've come through a week later. Now, Joel got some mild symptoms as well. He's my nephew, and Jarick. He was sick as a dog yesterday morning, and by the afternoon he was fine. I'm not sure what to say about that. I'm not making light of COVID-19. I know that it's been quite dangerous to many people around the world. If you feel unwell and you have symptoms such as I've been talking about today, stay home, do all the normal things you would for influenza. If you start to feel really sick, that's when you go and see the doctor. And that's straight from the CDC. The CDC says most people are going to get mild symptoms. So stay home, plenty of liquids, take some Panadol, you should be fine. I promise next week I'm actually going to get out of the house and go and do something. I promise I'll get out there.